Hello, can you hear me? Is the sound okay? Hello, Binks. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Oh, thanks, Binks. See, there's a delay again. Hi, Davida. Welcome to everyone joining. We'll just give it a minute for those to just log on. Hi, Tombi. And then we'll get started. Hi, Lolly. Hi, Kim. Thanks, Davida. Hi, Johanna. Nice om jou hier te hê. Welkom, welkom by die familie. Hi Raksha. Hi Rafilo, Carol. Hi everyone. I'm so excited to be with you tonight. We'll just give it another minute. Hi Santi. Sorry if I look like that, as if I'm watching tennis, but I'm checking the comments on my iPad. Hi Leanne. Ag, ek mis jou ook, Johanna. Jy sal maar moet Kaap toe kom om vir my te kom kuier. Okay, let's just give it another half a minute, then we can start. Tombi, shadow boxes in Johannesburg. I got some at Crazy Store. I got the black ones and white ones at the Crazy Store. And I think if you also go to the China malls, you might also get them. Walton's at one and P&A at one time also stock them. But I think your best bet would be at Crazy Store. Hi, Susie. It's cold, eh? Hi, Magda. Hello, my maatjie, Antoinette. Yeah, Susie, Crazy Store has got lovely ones. Okay, I think we can start. I'm so blessed to be with you tonight. It's been a while since I've been online. But I believe that we're going to do a very basic, very nice class tonight. It's all about small business focus. And we're going to do some iron-on personalizing some gifts. And I would like to thank the admins that is online. If you have any questions and I miss any of your comments, then they are online to answer any question. Just note that no question is a stupid question. If you need to know anything, doesn't matter what it is, just ask and we will answer you, and I will also go back on the live after this and just see if there's anything I can assist as well. My name is Soria and I will be hosting this class tonight, and I also want to say thank you to Logitech and Cricut for sponsoring this class tonight. So let's get cracking. Like our friend says here in Cape Town, it is quite cold here. It's not raining yet. Beautiful evening. While I'm watching out of the window, I can see Table Mountain and all the lights. But it is cold, and I believe in Joburg, you guys are also very cold at the moment. Also want to just say that we must also think of all the people in the south coast that is going through troubled times with the weather. Just keep them in our prayers. Okay, let's start. Let me just see who else I need to say hello to. Hi, Toki, Nadia, uh, Tanya. Hello, hello. Okay, as I said, it's a very basic class. We're going to do some ribbons, as you can see on my picture, and we're going to also do some things for a baby shower, but it can be anything else that you want to personalize. So if you can see on the screen, I've got this little bunny, teddy, what you want to call it. I've done the name on the one ear, so tonight we're going to do it on the other ear. And we're going to make some ribbons, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to use the Smart Iron-On, the Joy range, and this is the blue translucent one. Just note that I'm going to use my maker tonight. You can use any of the machines because this class will be for any of the machines. All you need to do is just, if you use the Cricut Joy material and you've got a Maker or Explore or a Joy Xtra, you can just cut to size and put it on your mat. So all the materials that you get in the Cricut range can be used on all machines. It is only, I can hear my mini press want to go off. Let me just press it again. It's only the pens and the blades that is not interchangeable between the different machines. But you can use the material on any of the machines. So I've got also holographic sparkle iron-on. I'm going to use the silver one on a blue ribbon. If I can show you the blue ribbon that I've got. So we're going to also play with this so that you can see how I use the dark ribbon and also put some wording on there. Okay. Yeah, I love that blue. I got the ribbons from a chain store, so they're not expensive. I also got the white ribbon that we're going to use. So we're going to make, call it It's a Boy, a Girl, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm also using my mini press tonight. So let me just put my little bear there that he can watch me while I'm working. And I'm going to use my tools, my weeding tool, my scissors. I've got some heat tape that I also use. If it doesn't stick properly, then I use my heat tape. Don't use sellotape. It's not going to work. It's going to melt and melt into your product. And remember that iron-on, and I know there's a whole watch on iron-on for this week on our group. Everything iron-on. Remember, iron-on goes on clothing or material, and you can also put iron-on on certain other products. Just test it before you use it. That's your iron-on. So let me just move this out of the way so I've got some space to work. And I also have got a scissors that I fell in love with, and this is the zigzag scissors. I use it also to do the Kit Kat wrappers or the chip packets that we also do with print and cut. And that I think there is videos on the Facebook that you can go and have a look. and this would then give you an edge like I've done here with this ribbon on the end, which is quite nice to end it off like that. You can see. Okay, so let's jump into Design Space. Let me just get to Design Space. Let me just see. Okay, so when you open up your Design Space, for those who are not very new, but if there's anybody online that is watching for the first time and just wanted to see what Cricut is about, this is the program that we use that is linked to our machines. It's called Design Space, Cricut Design Space. Thanks, Kaz. And it's a free version that you can download from Google Play or Android or Apple Play Store. But then if you want to use the whole program with all the features, with all the images, everything that is on there, and don't want to check out any of them when you use them, then there is a subscription of 99 Rand a month. I promise you it's worth it. I just say to myself, it's 2 less cappuccinos a month that I have to that I can buy. So I will recommend it. And for any person who's doing any Cricut projects, this is the best thing to do, is to go on the subscription. And it is month to month. You can obviously also do a yearly a sign up, but I prefer to do it month by month. Okay, so this is the opening page that you get. You get your name at the top. It also gives you what machine has been connected at the moment or which one you can use. So if you go in there, you can then choose your machines. It gives you your canvas and your home screen. And on the home screen, you've got a lot of things. And it's actually very user-friendly. It says, "Hi, Soria, what do you want to make?" And then you can choose any of these options. If you scroll down, you can see the bookmarks that you have done on your own profile. And you can see there's a few things I still want to do. There's images, there's projects that you can do. You can search by projects. You can, I promise you, if there's not something that you want and you can't find it on here, let me know and I will help you, because you can find anything. And right here at the bottom, you can see that there's written guides and checklists that you can go and download and also go through them. So how to start a new a new canvas, then you just go to new projects, and this will then ask you the following question: what do you want to make? If you choose any of these ones that is showing on the page, you are then limited to that functions of that particular one that you choose. I prefer to use the blank canvas one, because then I know that I've got use of all of the things, all the features, everything. So I just go to blank canvas and I say start design. And now it opens up a new screen for me. And remember, when you start designing, you can design anywhere on the screen. It doesn't need to be here in the top left-hand corner, because that's where your machine will start cutting. It can be anywhere, because when you send it to your machine to cut, it will then automatically put it in the left top corner. So don't stress then designing everything here in the corner. You can design it anywhere on the screen. You can also make it smaller. You can also make it bigger, as big as you want to work with. So what we're going to do is we are going to do some letters, and I'm going to use a little image as well. Let me just see if there's any. It does seem to tear more than. Increase your cut pressure. Okay, holographic for the win. Yeah. Best subscription I have. Yeah, that is for sure. Just want to say welcome to those I haven't said hello to. Welcome with us, and I hope you enjoy the class. It's not a very complicated class. It's a beginner's class, and I always believe that if you are experienced, it's always good to go back to basics and to pick up some tips or to see how others are doing things. Not that I'm saying I'm perfect, but you might learn something from me tonight, and I hope you do. So we are going to start with text. So in your left panel, you will then press the text button, and it will then open up your test. Where is this thing now? Sorry, it disappeared off my screen. So that's your text, and I am going to type in 100, and 100 is with a, what do they call, a umlaut. Let me just see if I can find. You see, let me just try and yeah, you see, I'm used to working on a Mac, on an Apple, and that one is so easy. Now I forgot how to do the umlaut E. Lolly, can you help me quickly? Function not Shift E. Nope. Since something in the class is either beginner or more advanced. That's true. That's very true, Karen. Let me just see if I haven't got this thing saved. To there, always struggle with a little twingy above the E. Yeah, I now forgot to do it. I'm sorry, guys. 100. Control E. Let's just try and carry on. Apple makes those things so easy for us. That's true, Kim. Yeah, it's true. You just press the button and it comes up. Now I can't remember how to do it on the normal machine. But anyway, we can carry on. I want to change the font and not just the wording. So I'm going to go to my ones that I've recently used. I just want to pick up which one I used before, so that it is the same as what I had. And you can also bookmark those ones that you want. You can also go to the Cricut ones and do it there. You use Android and you use Struggle. Microsoft uses Struggle. Yeah, that's true. Zelda once showed us to add all the copies. We're going to need Zelda to show us again. Henry, let me just go to bookmark and find the one that I wanted. Preview. I think it was BFC. I'm going to use view all. BFC. Okay, we'll get there now. Alt 0233. Oh, you're a star. Alt O233. Where did it disappear now? You just hold down the letter that you want, I think, and options pop up. That's true. Alt plus O233. Alt O233. Nope, it's not working. Alt O233. Alt O233. No, my darling. I'm not getting it on my side. Sorry. We're going to do it without the E. It's not going to work that way. Let me just see if I can import it there. My stuff. I just want to find my wording. Just give me 1 sec, ladies. I'm sorry. Just to... Done. Size. It seems like... Okay, we'll look for plain B. Umlaut changes. Oh no. Size. Let's just see if I can get this thing. It seems like it's now. Is it work? Is it coming up? Have I lost you guys? No, men. What happened now? Okay, let's just carry on. Andre, let's choose that one. Okay, and then we need to also make sure that we have our sizing correctly. And I'm just quickly going to size and see, because it needs to fit onto his little ear. And if you do not have a ruler with you and you've got your mat, then you can just, let me just transition over, then you can use your mat and then size it on your mat. So it is not bigger than 6 centimeters. Oh, are you still there? Sorry. Okay, let's transition back. That is 6. Let's make it a little bit smaller. 6. And that one. Then what I'm going to do is also going to do It's a Boy. Because that I want to put on the ribbon. And I also want to add a shape with it. And my shape, no, not a shape, sorry, image. And my image is going to be a heart. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this from scratch. So I'm not using anybody's project or anything. I'm doing it from scratch. And I want to see a nice heart. That one looks nice. So the images will come in on the size that it's been saved by the designer, whoever uploaded it. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. What is happening now? Let me just make it a little bit smaller and bring it into size. So you can size it the size you want. Let's see if we put it right about there. That looks good, I think. Plus Alt and the code. Okay, let's try that. So you're saying hold down the function and the Alt plus the code. Nope, I'm still not getting that. Press and hold the function, the Alt and the code. Blue function numbers on keyboard. I don't have a keyboard, Zelda. I'm working on the laptop keyboard at the top. So yeah. But anyway, let's carry on. So this is it's a boy, and I've got a little image. If I send this to my mat and to be cut, then it will come out not together. So it will separate the heart, and also it's a boy. So when you want it to be together, you mark it and you then attach it. And then it will be together. So we will then put that on a ribbon, and my ribbon size is not, it can't be higher than 4 centimeters. So this would be great. Okay, so I'm going to send it to my machine. I'm going to say make. You can save it if you want to, but we're going to do make it at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I want to cut both of them together. So I'm just going to move this to the bottom so that I have more control over where it is going. And that's on my mat. And I'm going to say mirror on, because it is iron on. When you do choose your material, the machine does switch over to mirror on. I'm just in the habit, because it never, when I started with Cricut, we didn't have that function. So it is part of my being to do it anyway, to put the mirror on. And then you go over and you then go and choose your material. And remember, I'm using holographic iron-on. So I'm going to choose holo. Just want to make sure if it is, yeah, that is holographic. And searching, and we are going to use the holographic iron-on, and then we say yes. Then you get the option on the pressure to choose default or to choose more. I'm going to go with more because my blade is a little bit worn already. So I'm going to do that. I just want to now switch over to our camera. So that you then can see what I'm doing. So I'm taking off my film on my mat. And I'm going to use this Smart Iron-On. It's a new one, so let me just open it. guys. Welcome to everyone that joined in the meantime. So nice to have you with us. I'm going to just cut this a bit smaller because it's quite big. And the way to cut is to use your Cricut cutter. I'm just going to cut it a bit smaller. There we go. And this is now going to go onto, and remember, iron on, shiny side down onto your mat. And your best friend is your brayer. And then we're going to go into your machine. So nicely under the rollers, and we're uploading it. And then we're going to say, go. Hi Jessica, welcome for your first one. Okay, and then I'm going to take it out. And how do we take it off our mat? We don't pull it off. We roll it off our mat. And what you can do is to cut it a little bit smaller if you want to. I use my cutter again. And then I'm going to use my weeding tool, and I'm going to start weeding this. Just pulling it apart very slowly to make sure that I'm not pulling away any of my wording. So we are going to squeeze this. So I hope you guys had a beautiful day today. Just put this light on so I can see. Now I'm getting old now and the eyes are not too well anymore. This holographic iron-on, when you weed it, it sometimes leaves the little sheet behind, which you can see what happens there. It pulls that away, so you need to make sure that you pull everything away. That's why, and you can see there as well, that little film needs to be come out, otherwise it's going to go onto your item. Just pull this away. That must come out. Yep. Oops. Don't kill it now, Soria. There we go. Just pull it from this side. And just do this as well. Let's do that as well. Oh, it sounds like somebody is trying to start up their own cars outside. I'm sorry if you hear that. Almost there, ladies. Let me just do. There we go. Let me just make sure that I've got everything taken away. Because if you iron it on, it's on. You can't get it off. Let me just see there. I always turn it around and make sure that when I look from this side that I've got everything and that there's not something that I missed. Because as I say, if you miss it and you put your iron onto it or your mini press, it's onto your item. Kim, yes, I saw the challenge. Okay, so we are ready to put it on to. I just want to cut this away because our name is on a different thing than what that is. So what I'm first going to do is just switch on my mini press again. And I'm going to use my little bunny. And it's going to go onto its ear. Now the bunny you need to position so nicely because you need to get your name in there. And it needs to be flat, otherwise it's not going to work. So what I do put my paper over it because this white that is on the bear, if it gets in contact with too much heat, then it goes like shiny, and I don't want that. I don't want it to be shiny. So that's why I'm using this butcher's paper, just to protect the material from getting too shiny. And then As you know, it must be cold peel, so that when it's cold, then only you try and pull it away. So let's just see if this has done it. And it has. It is okay. And there is our name on our bunny ear. I think it's a bunny. No. What is this? A bear. So there you've got the name onto the little bear's ear. No, it's fine, Candy. You're not late. It's okay. Okay, so there we've got that is done. I've done that one on the other one. You can see my wording is a bit different, but that's okay. That's for a little boy. So that one is done. What you can do is you can also put it on the little paws at the bottom if you want to. But that is my little gift for a new baby boy. So now I'm going to do the ribbon. So I want the white ribbon. This is my ribbon. Ribbon has got a bland side and a shiny side. The same thing is that you need to protect it from from getting very shiny, or it goes funny when you put your iron onto this, and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it onto my ribbon, and then I'm going to use my butcher's paper, which is now stuck to my other mat. Put it over there, and then with my mini press I'm just going to iron on. So now I can do the whole thing because it's not going to affect the actual ribbon. Okay. And again, it's cold, so we need to make it cold. Best way is just turn it over and just put your hand onto it. And then we can pull it away. So for small businesses, this is great when you want to do some baby shower stuff, and you want to wrap it with the ribbon. Then you can personalize the ribbons, and that means it can be anything. You can do any wording, you can do any images, any iron-on colors, any color ribbons, and that is amazing. Even for birthdays, for anniversaries, for all those things, you can then do the ribbons and then personalize that. So that is our white ribbon is then done. What I then do with my zigzag scissors, I will just then cut it so that it can have a nice effect on the end, and that will just give another look and make your things look more professional. So that is our ribbon done and our bunny is done. So what I'm going to do is also just do another one for a anniversary. So let's just go back. Let me just switch over to my design space again. I'm going to delete that and delete that. And then I'm going to say happy birthday. And we can change the font on that one. You can see you can go down and use any font you want to. Let's choose a nice one. Let's see. That's a bit too bold for me. Let's see if I can find another one. So I like that one. Let's just make that one a bit bigger. So we've got then a blue ribbon that I want to use. And our size mustn't be bigger than the 4 centimeters. Let's do happy birthday. That one looks good. And for that, I'm going to use this. Where did I put my... It disappeared. Here it is. I'm going to use this holographic. You see, I've used some of them already. And I want the silver to be onto silver. And our brayer. There we go. And we are going to choose, I'm just quickly going to go make it. I'm sorry that it's shining so much. I think it's my light that is shining on it. I'm sorry. We're all in the bling bling tonight. So we are going to use let me just do this. Holographic sparkle iron-on. Just want to see if I can get the sparkle one. Holographic sparkle iron-on. There we go. That's the right one. And I'm going to change it to more again. And the mirrors on. And switching over to my camera. And remember, shiny side down. Because this is iron-on. I've got a bubble here. And then onto the machine. Loading it. And cutting it. There we go. So as I say, if you are into doing small business or want to start a small business, it is so easy to personalize ribbons and use that with your gifts. Or if you want to make cups or stuff like that and you want to wrap it, ribbons is always a nice thing to add. It brings the sparkle to that. I just want to make sure that it has cut. I'm going to send it through again. Just to make sure. Almost done, ladies. You just see my weaving press is still hot. There we go. Unload. Cut it to size. Because we don't want to waste too much of the material. I always believe in saving. And that's why I like to cut it so that we can save a bit. I almost cut into my wording. Wow. Okay. And I like with the iron-on to do the weeding more with my hands than with the weeding tool and picking them out. So I find it is, for me it's easier. And this thing weeds quite lacquer. This is much easier. There we go. And just to pick up those ones. There we go. And the D. And as I say, I'll always check it from the right side just to make sure that I've got everything done that I have to. I'm going to put it on my ribbon. Yo, how is that for sizing? My word, I almost missed it. Yo, well done, Soria, for getting the size right. And we're ironing it on. So I hope I'm inspiring you guys to go and get yourself some ribbons. There's a Father's Day coming up, so you can do some ribbons for your Father's Day gifts. Let's turn it around and let's make it a little bit cooler before we remove it. or see if we can a little bit. And here is all the sparkling. Oh, wow. This looking good. There we are, my friends. Let's just cut our ribbon also on the end so it looks fancy. And there we are. Done with our one ribbon. Done with that ribbon. And our little teddy bear has got his name onto his ear. There we are, ladies. I'm happy that you've joined in and I hope that you've learned something. I want to encourage you to go out and go and get yourself some ribbons. They're all over. You can get them to most of the stores. Crazy Store, Mr. Price, Home, all of them has got them. And start personalizing your ribbons for your gifts. If you are in the small business going forward, then use that as part of your business and make some money. I love and leave you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, admins, for helping me with comments. I haven't seen all of them, but I will go back and and read them and see. But I'm happy that you have joined me. May you be blessed, and most of all, look out for yourself and look after yourself. I'll see you in the next live. And keep those projects coming, ladies. Post it on our group and let's encourage each other to make more stuff and use our machines to our benefit and also to make some money. God bless you. Bye.